And I think we are live.
We are.
Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. It is a Sunday, first Sunday of February, and I was going to say something else, but you know, I ain't got a crowd yet. I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I do that opening.
Where are you going with this? There
Just
I am. Wrong button.
Just poking fun at somebody. Hey, Wally's Train and Coin Collecting. Good evening, sir. How are you? You are first to arrive. I don't have the regular YouTube window up because I'm usually afraid to have that running in the background with OBS and everything else.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I know the computer can probably handle it, but I just like, no.
Well, the big one is, how many USB devices do you have?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then the second one goes
to.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
2. The wireless keyboard, the mouse and wireless keyboard, that shares a dongle, so that's 1, 2, 3. And if I use the microscope, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really it.
How about this? What is the wattage of your power supply on your new tower?
Oh, geez. I don't know, like 4,000 or something.
Oh, well, then if you got all that, you're fine. It ain't gonna. I had to figure that out because I have an all-in-one. Gypsy wolves in the house. I had to get a powered USB hub because it was just sucking all the wattage away, and I figured it out why it was so jumpy. And then ever since I got the powered one, no problem.
Yeah, when I was still using that old laptop of mine, I did the same thing. Got a powered USB, and that laptop only had one USB 3.0. Yep. The other one was 2.0, and then it had a USB-C, which was whatever, 3.0, but USB-C, and I got an adapter for it. So I was running the powered No. What did I do? No, I used the powered USB through the USB-C. And then the 3.0 USB, I had that Ethernet converter for it.
Right. That USB one that I showed you?
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
I'll tell you what made me get this all in one is one day we got done with the stream. That USB adapter was so hot. It was almost to the point where you couldn't touch it. And then my laptop was so hot. I'm like, okay, I'm going to kill my laptop. So that's why I went out and got the all-in-one. And then you and Mr. X go out and get these high-speed XPSs or whatever. And I'm like, I need one of those in my life. But woohoo! If I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm more than likely going to look into an iMac for the power that they do, because it's just like this all-in-one here.
Right.
I'm thinking I might just find myself finally going to convert into an iMac, because Texas Joe kind of turned me onto that. Where did the DoN go, everybody? We might have to send Gypsy a link. What do you think?
He has it.
I can hear your iPhone.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I had to send a message. No, Gypsy, you should have the link. Come on up if you like. Send it to you.
What a guy.
Anyway, so Mr. The Gunny and I have FOMO'd ourselves, so we are going to refrain from buying anything between now and, what was it, March?
Well, sort of. If you don't mind me, I'm going to show you, because there is something we're buying.
Go ahead.
Tuesday.
You want to make it big?
Not yet. All right. Okay. You'll see my screen pop up. There you go.
Okay. Add a stream.
We're looking at.
That's right.
We're going to have to get that. We're getting this one on Tuesday. Oh, yeah. And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
New Zealand done went and showed us what they're making now. So it's like, uh-oh. I dig it. What else is going on later this month? They got Chamber of Secrets.
Is that like a new series for them? The way that Iron Man is, or is that kind of like
I'm gonna say I want to say yes because that was the first movie. So they'll start here. And, well, we don't have anything the rest of this month that has, other than this, but nothing similar to this. I don't even know what we're going to call this one, what series they're going to call it, but there might be because they can do upper torso series. We're going to call it the torso series. But do we dare show next month there, Don? What do you say?
You got the screen.
Well, then all of a sudden, we're like,
yeah, we're.
I mean, this is pretty badass. My daughter liked this one. She loved the Singing in the Rain. Then all of a sudden, we scroll down a little bit. Oh my God!
Yeah.
What? So they're 2 3-ounce Death Stars, from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. And the Don showed me this, I think, on like Thursday or Friday. And I went, and I'm not spending anything for the next month. Except I'm only getting 1 coin this month. Right? This is all I'm getting because the wife wants this one.
Yeah. Well, I want that too. So
yeah. But I am saving every penny because these are going to be $299 a piece. Yes, sir. I am going to get them. And
don't forget, buy them separately.
Yes.
So you don't get that import tax.
Because wasn't that the first time you ordered a 5-ounce and a 1-ounce, and then your stuff didn't come in, mine did, and you're like, I got to make a call here, and then you found out what was like a $30 tax or something like that.
It was $42, I think.
And it was what?
Something like that.
5 ounces or more, correct?
Well, no, it was the total purchase price was over $600. So I had to. That's why. So I had to pay the import customs tax. Give it to the IRS thing.
Well, my wife kind of had a FOMO thing on Friday night. I ordered her a 3-ounce Disney. Oh, I got to look this up because I'm even lost now.
Hey, Biggie. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Where's it at? I got to tell you this. You're going to love this. What she was like. I need this.
Oh, by the way, your Hogwarts choo-choo went into the mail tonight. Dropped it off at the post office. So
that would be the wife's.
And you got tracking. So
okay.
I'm betting if it goes out in the truck first thing tomorrow morning, it will probably be at the post office to Tuesday night. So you can probably get it Wednesday morning.
So here it is. We got a 3-ounce Disney and Friends or Mickey and Friends that the wife wanted. Then later on that night, she goes, I want this one too. It was a Disney, Mickey and Friends, a Mickey Mouse 1-ounce coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one was the Great Hall from Harry Potter with all the candles up in the air.
Okay.
So she loves her Disney and her Harry Potter coins. I do all the geeking out with the Star Wars, like when we did the Falcon and Han and Carbonite and all that. Yeah. And we did get a new one in the mail. I ordered it. I got another Dansco book.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I ordered the wrong one. I ordered the wrong Walking Liberty Dansco book. It only does like 2 or 3 years in that book. I'm like, no, I wanted the one from 1917 to 1947. And so I had to go ahead and reorder. I ordered that one, and I'm just going to have to do a return on the other one because I cannot believe it only has 2 pages in it and it's $50. I'm like, what?
That's not cheap.
No.
Who'd you buy it from?
At Mex.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, but I'm going to do a return on it, and then I'll just go from there.
Yeah, everybody loves the Dansco books.
Dude, these things.
You can't buy them. You can't buy them directly from them. They don't have a website or something.
From what I understand, I guess the kids are taking over again, and they're gonna start pumping them out like they used to. Like I guess their father, maybe he was the. Didn't I say that, Nick? Or did I say 48? I don't remember.
Hey, Nick.
But I got the one, Nick, the one I got that came in the mail. Let me make sure. It only does like 2 years. And I was like, no, that's the wrong book. Where'd it go? Where's my orders? Order history. Yeah, it was from 1941 to 47. I'm like, no, that's not it. Oh, and we got some other coins we ordered from AppMex that should be coming in soon.
Oh, what you got? Make a bear. Oh, yeah.
We got the Batarang from AppMex. Those things are sick. And there should be shipping.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. I was like, I need to.
They will be shipping on Wednesday.
Let's see. Oh, nice. I need to go through and where's my email? I can't find it.
That's like this for my book. This one, I bought this from the Durbans. I got a 1920 Walking Liberty, not in the greatest of shape, but it's a book filler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't wait. Ever since I got my first, hey, Silver Wolverine, what's happening, brother? Ever since I got my first Dansko, I did it with the Eisenhowers. I'm like, yeah, I need to get that. And trying to get the Franklin one, dear God, that's a tall order. Oh, no stuff.
Yeah. Here, let me time out. Yeah, let me put. Let me see. How do I time out somebody? Hit the. No, don't time him out. No, he's just joking around. But hey, SW, thanks for joining in, and guten Abend, Chad Wolfensteinhausen auf Bersturkinghof. Du bist Wohner auf Stuttgart?
Stuttgart?
Du hast
Nick, I love the Walkers.
Ich verstehe dich. Ich weiß, was ist los?
How many Walkers do I have for my book? I have.
I'm just slamming German words that I do know, just put them together to make it sound like I know what I'm saying.
Well, I know an actual guy. Okay, he was in the Marine Corps with me. He was from Germany, became a U.S. citizen, joined the Marine Corps, and he taught me how to say the word bra in German. Do you know how to say that?
Bra.
Yeah, in German.
9.
Okay, it's called stop 'em from flopping.
Oh, I don't have the sound things. Damn it! I was looking. I was like, because I got the I got the sound file. I found one that I like.
You got the rim shot?
Have, copyrighted crap, and so I found a free, free openware.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn it, I didn't load it yet.
So you got how many buttons is on was it the Steam Deck or something like that?
The Stream Deck? Yeah. It's the 12.
Okay, what are they, about $100?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I was so thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it all depends on how far you want to go.
Dude, if I use that, I would go on our tribe channel. I would drive Can nuts with that thing. I will.
Oh, I know. He would not like that.
He really
wouldn't.
We'll see. I have plenty of USB ports still available. Just saying. And I loved it. I have to bone up on my German. Check him out. But did I hear a pop? Somebody coming?
No. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, somebody. I got the wrong screen up. Hold on. No, that must have been me. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
trying to parallel process here.
Again as well. Okay, Nick. All right, I'm gonna have to talk to her about that. Chad. Whoa! You see that name? Jeez.
Yeah, Wolfensteinhausen, Glockenspiel, Schwarzwerken, Torch, Adelbahn, Großer Bier, bitteschön.
I think we're just gonna go with Chad, just like Gypsy said. Yeah, Chad Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, no, not Wiener. It's Wiener.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Hey, guess what, Gunny? I I fumbled myself. I didn't order the batarang.
What?
Yeah, I thought I did. I didn't order it.
So does that mean you will or won't? Because I
No,
got two.
well,
I got two of those regular ones, and you were talking about getting both of them. They have a proof one as well.
yeah, I was. But apparently I did not order them. I thought I did, but I did not. That's why when you brought it up, I was like, did I get those? I don't remember.
Well, here's the thing: are you going to get them still?
Payday's tomorrow or Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, I'm only going to get one of each, so it's not like a whole lot of money.
I got two of the regular ones.
Oh, let's see, where is that button? And no, I stand corrected. I did order them.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot. They won't release till later this week.
Right.
Okay.
Wednesday they'll ship them. Which
yeah,
ones did you get?
That's why I was like,
oh.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. I got I went ahead and got the proofy one, and then I'm gonna have the other one kind of like displayed on my desk or something like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
My bad.
That's gonna be behind here somewhere. This is all getting reorganized this week. We're gonna change things up a little bit.
Yeah, over here behind me, I got like kind of like a dresser kind of thing I want to put together, so I can put some of the stuff, get
I dig
that
you would give him a picture you got.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you probably can't see this that well, but that's a World War II aircraft identification chart.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got the silhouette for British, American, German, and Japanese.
I
silhouette.
wish StreamYard would do like we have on Microsoft Teams. We could pick a background. We don't need a screen behind us on Microsoft Teams, but this one you need a green screen, and it just takes up so much of your video memory. It just kills the stream.
Oh yeah. It is what it is. But I thought that's kind of my neat little tribute.
Well, I like what you're going. Like where you're going with this.
This is what I worked on for 10 plus years, and then the Greatest Generation, and of course
World War II, baby.
A little bit of homage to you, Gunny, and Gypsy, and all of our comrade in arms from the Marine Corps. And then this one was kind of more for fun. I found out, I was just like, you know what? That'd be kind of a nice little companion for those two.
You know who would dig that is our buddy James Butler, because he works out there in the shipyards in San Diego.
Oh, yeah?
He works. Yeah, he has a good job, and he does the he basically says, yeah, I'm a shipbuilder. So he says it's pretty rewarding when he gets to see those things laid down from the keel on up. He goes, it's awesome.
I worked at Newport News Shipbuilding for 5 years.
What he says, though, what he does is when the ship is done, it comes over to his place where they can upgrade it. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Didn't they already know? Because when they put everything in, by the time it gets to them, it's 3 years old.
Yeah, because he probably puts in the
new stuff,
special equipment,
The way he describes it, he goes, nope, we got to put in the new stuff because they're 3 years old by the time they get done. And
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
These ships were approved probably 5 years before that. So all the equipment is just so outdated.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not building, Navy ships, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all I really know. I don't want to go too much into detail of somebody's work, but that's just what he told us when we were at the fun show.
Huh. I guess next
year.
And
like I always brag, when you it's one of those, everybody needs to meet James Butler. What hell of a guy.
Well, next January, if he's at the show, him and I could probably sit down and talk shop for hours on end.
You two? Yes, you guys will definitely nerd out with each other. So basically, you need to put in for your days off now, so your boss can't go, you didn't put in for it soon enough.
Unless things heat up.
Yeah, well, we just got a lot of info coming through the blotter about ransomware and malware, and that is on the up and up. And that just means a lot of work for me and me and the team I work with, and it's going to be, it's going to be a crazy year. I'm telling you right now, because it's like I tell everybody, watch your bank accounts. I recommend if you want to you want to hide your stuff, you don't want nothing go, get yourself a VPN. There's a lot of good providers out there. Don't ask me which one to recommend because there's so many. And just check your bank accounts every day. And one of the best things you could probably do to save your bank account money, if you have a credit card, use that to purchase everything and then pay it off at the end of the month. That way you're not using your card, because one of my cards got skimmed last month. Thankfully, it was only for like 35 cents. But
no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You
got to be careful with your debit cards or credit cards. If you're in a restaurant or something, you got to hand it to them to go get a scan. Whether if you're Wally World and you're self checkout, I mean, you're in front of the machine, so and it's all
here's the thing.
driven.
If you have a credit card and they steal that money, they're not stealing your money; they're stealing the bank's money.
Yeah, and they get to write all that off.
Yep. And then they give you a new credit card, and you're good to go.
And it's kind of sad because the thief, in the end, unless they catch him, she, whoever, they got free stuff.
Yeah. Me, I like doing it the good old honest way. I work for it.
Well, karma is a bitch, and that's all I'm going to say.
Sure. It does come back and get you later.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah, so it should be a very interesting week for sure. So, Gunny, you and I were talking on the phone. Was that this morning or was it yesterday?
Oh, yeah, this afternoon for a good hour. Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about what we wanted, what we're getting from the Mint, and specifically we were talking about the Morgans.
Yep.
Because you were asking me, am I going to buy raw, or I'm just going to go out and buy them graded, and not worried about the fuss and muss. But I'm buying all of them raw, and because I like them, and I know Nick will go, they're not real, blah blah blah, because of last year, but that's okay. She'll get over it. She's having one.
You're allowed to talk about it on this channel, not hers.
Well, come on up, Nick. You got the link. So come on up.
if you want. Oh, come on, Nick. You got to come up this week, please.
Well, she was on last time.
I'm just saying, because now that I'm up, she needs to come on. I don't get on very many streams. I mean, Nick. She and I have been working our butts off, and I got so much catching up to do on everybody's channels we're subscribed with. No, that's not Nick.
I know. Here. Okay, there.
Bring him back.
Wow. Wow.
That's right. Well, okay. For punishment, there. I'm going to move you to here. That way, my logo is taking up part of your screen.
Oh, you're going to put me next to Gunny? That is punishment.
You don't even know your left from your right, Marine.
Huh?
Don't you know your left from your right? You were pointing to what were you pointing to over there?
Left, right here. Right here, left.
That's why I'm going like this to you.
That's why I'm going like this to you.
To tell you the truth,
you have an early day. What's your early day doing? I know, no respect, right, Biggie? What the?
Who's your stacker?
Who's your? No, I got to do it right. It's your Indiana. Who's your stacker? Yeah, if you're into the Indiana basketball, football, that's how they do their stuff.
Polly Buck, look at that hair.
Look
at that hair.
My man. What's up? What's up, brother? How are you? And he started, I think he did
32 hours, dude.
Been up 32
what?
hours. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Yeah, who's your
season 3 of what?
Yeah. You always got a standing invite. That's why I send the email out to those that are interested. If you come up, great. If you don't, it's okay. And by the way, for those,
you have a job, Nick? Nice.
Who? What?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, weren't you privy to that information?
About what? No. Somebody got employment? Who? What?
No, is she breaking open coins for a living? What?
I don't know.
Well, wait, let me get the soundboard thing.
But real quick, who's your up for season 3 of what?
Oh no, he's calling like every year. He's on it. Well, Hoosier, chime in. But
Okay.
I think he's doing like every year is a season, So he's in his third year on YouTube or something to that effect.
I thought he was binge watching something really good.
No. No, he's talking about his channel. Yeah, he's kind
speaking of which, as soon as we're done with this stream at 9:00, we got another episode of The Last of Us on HBO. Oh yeah, I'm watching that. Oh yeah.
Well, I have to get caught up on The Mandalorian, I guess. I've gotten into season 1, but I've heard it's getting good. So,
bro, season 2, knock your socks off, and then season 3 starts in the 1st of March.
That's what I'm saying,
dude.
And then you got to go back.
And did you watch the Book of Boba Fett yet either?
No.
Okay, you have to finish season 2 of The Mandalorian, then watch the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
I'm so behind on all of that. I mean, I work all the time, but I'm behind on Marvel too. I haven't watched Black Widow. I haven't watched Ant-Man, which actually I don't even know if it's out yet. I haven't watched Wakanda.
Yeah, that one just got released on Disney Plus. The new
Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I have zero desire to watch the. What was that one you said? Black Widow? I have no desire.
Black Widow, the one with
no.
What, really? You have to watch that one though.
Yeah,
it's the universe.
Well, I did watch.
And it's Scarlett Johansson. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
WandaVision was good. Loki was phenomenal.
I didn't watch Loki either. I watched WandaVision finally.
Captain America and
the Winter Soldier.
Bro, very good. Very good.
Yeah. See, I didn't watch that one either. I'm way behind on everything.
Well,
what really? Chad's like trying to butter up Nick or something. Are you a professional model? For what?
Yeah, she's a professional hand model.
Hand model? Breaking open things?
Well, I'm glad we're thinking the same way.
Yeah.
I was about ready to delete it, but I was thinking, wait, okay.
Hey, Eddie Resnick.
It's Nick, and
see, she's laughing.
She's a friend, and I also know my instincts tells me don't mess with her.
Everyone's afraid of her. Everyone's afraid of Nick. We haven't even seen softball,
including you.
We haven't even seen softball, Nikki.
Uh-oh.
I'm not afraid of the Nickies I've seen.
Andy, good evening, brother. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Softball, Nick, maybe.
Softball?
Maybe.
What, you mean softball mom, Nick?
Yeah. There's a more devious, darker Nick out there.
So she kind of dives into the dark side.
Be careful.
I know, I might cut something off. Anyway, hey, Hoosier says here, let me just quick little plug. He said he's kind of I don't want to. He came on two live streams ago, and he was talking about how he's going to kind of change a little bit of some of the focus on his channel.
Right.
So sounds like he's going to kick off on February 11th. He's going to do more content in addition to silver stacking, but he's also going to do other things too. Basic home preparedness kind of things. Stacking supplies and emergency things around the home. And it's not about zombie apocalypse. No, nothing like that. This is just
it's a little bit.
Get yourself situated so that if you lose power for a week or two. In my case, that's what happened in 2011. You can handle it. You can take care of things and not worry, not sweat it. So it's stuff like that. He's also going to kind of incorporate in his channel along with silver stacking and bingo. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. And I offered if to collaborate if there's any input that I could offer or things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. And of course, his Saturday night bingo is always fun.
The good thing about the pandemic and about the recession and everything else is it shows you your little holes of places in your life you're not prepared financially and or like you said, food and water and toilet paper and all those things.
Well,
I can't find any.
Yeah. thankfully, when 2011, that was what, March? No, that was April 2011. North Alabama got hit by a whole bunch of EF5 plus tornadoes. They were so strong, they were actually considering creating an EF6 category.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah, they were that. I mean, you seen the giant power line structures that looks like a giant robot gimbal, skeletal structure.
Yeah.
They plowed through like 20 miles of those. It's like the tornado said, "Oh, here's the power lines," and just followed it for 20 miles and knocked every single one of those down.
It's pretty bad when we have to up our scale a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering when we have to up our scale on earthquakes out here.
Oh boy. But anyway, the short story long out of that is, I had stuff here and everything was cool. I didn't have the chief of security at the time. Because I didn't have power, I couldn't cook, and I didn't have a grill. So one of the first things I did I bought a little camp stove and like a little 6-pack of those, the little small propane bottles to hook up to it so I can boil water and maybe cook some simple, stuff. So that was just like you said, oh, I have a deficiency.
Yeah.
But thankfully when they hit, the water was still running, so we didn't have problems with sewage or fresh water or anything like that. So all the utilities in that regards worked. It's just we were out of power for 2 weeks, and also now I think I was mentioning it before, because you lose power, your debit and credit card ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So, in addition to canned foods and, dry foods and a little bit of water, means to cook. Don't forget a can opener.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one that I'm sure most people do forget.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you two guys, if I said P38, do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I could do a little John Wayne action, on the can. And I'm sure that's what you're talking about, the little John Wayne can openers, right?
Yeah.
I have one on my keychain all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny how they call those P38s, and then its big brother is the P51. Bet you didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, just keep, have one on your like you said, on your keychain and stuff. So it's great you buy all these canned foods, but unless they're Pop Tops, you better have an extra can opener. And what's the saying? One is 0 and 2 is 1, right?
Yeah, you're gonna need cooking vessels also. You're gonna need a couple other things,
Yeah.
Hey, brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Hey, 0069. Good evening. Hope
but that there's only going to be certain people that listen at this time, financially or otherwise. Just some people are going to have to wait to the next one to become prepared, and then the next one and the next one. I mean, 2008, 2009-ish, we should have been more financially prepared after, so much went down in those times, but we're not. We're here in another recession, and people are hurting, and kind of sucks.
Yeah. What I was going to close was, if you're making sure your pantry's good to go, make sure you got extra medications and aspirin and Tylenol, and if you got allergies like me, some antihistamine, things like that. Now that I have the chief of security, make sure I have things for him, his food, some treats, and a little bit of, medical supplies, so to speak, for him, because he's a dog. So you can't necessarily give him human stuff,
Right.
But, the last thing I was just going to say to add on to all that is you lose power. You can't use your debit and credit card. You need cash.
Yeah.
You need to have a little bit of cash on hand in all the different denominations, because if you're going to a store, they may or may not have power on, but they might be doing business. But if you're only buying $12 of groceries, are they going to be able to make change if you give them a 20?
See, that's kind of why I got a strap of these.
And I'm sorry.
Look at that.
Have it stored properly. There's so many people that came into the bank with either money that they had in coffee cans, and those will get eaten up in the course of time, buried in the dirt. and people having them in other ways to where they got too much moisture inside and they got eaten up also, mildewed, other things like that. Keep them dry, keep them in a nice safe place, keep them where they're not going to, biodegrade and everything else.
Yeah, get the tube.
There you go. There you go. Pelican case.
Yes.
Pelican cases are great for a lot of things, actually. Your weapons, an extra weapon on hand somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And then I just
constitutional silver, yes, Nick.
And then I just put a couple of desiccant packs in there for just in case.
Yep.
Because it's very humid here in North Alabama.
What's up, HVAC? Dude.
I got a Pelican case, dude, that you could put a human body in. It's one of those big trunks.
Hey, now. Okay, there.
No,
yeah. We didn't hear you say that. La 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 la
they're
la
that
la,
big. I could fit in that thing, is what I'm trying to tell you.
What was
it's
that
just,
with Robert De Niro?
Where did Gunny hit the body? Huh?
Well, currently in there is all my telephone comm equipment when I worked at CenturyLink. I just got to dump it all out and clean it up a little bit.
What was that movie, Robert De Niro? He was like an ex-con or something from the mafia, and he got out of jail, and he got a job as like selling, car salesman for Cadillac, and he's taking a couple around to the car, and he opens the trunk. He's like, "Yeah, look at this trunk here. It's got a lot of room. You can fit 3 bodies in there." That was so funny.
No, but I couldn't believe it when we got back from Iraq. Somebody was like, "Hey, man, do you want this?" Nobody wants it. I'm like, yeah, Pelican case. What?
Yeah.
Dude,
I have seen so many of those get trashed or thrown away. I'm like,
yeah.
I got one of those. I mean, I got 5 or 6 of those things. I got one that could hold a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I got one that's supposed to be for like, your gun cases, so you can take the foam out and design it around your guns. I got one of those. I got a bunch of them, dude. And I was like, and the foot lockers, those new ones that seal up. I got those. Oh, I mean, I was filling the back of my truck up with those when some guy said, "We got to get rid of these." I go, "I'll be right there." I got in my shed. They're full. I got like a dozen of those things.
Yeah, any extra?
Extra? There's no such thing as extra.
And don't forget, you can go back to Pelican and order the foam replacement.
Yep.
You can rip out all that because it may not be shaped the way you want it. Rip all that out, and you could buy a whole set, whole complete insert, and it's all sectioned off in little, like half by a half inch, and pull it out to make
half-inch squares, and you just
I was wondering.
They got this new stuff where you can even cut it now. It's really cool.
Yeah. Real quick, little commercial break here. HVAC Residential Basics for all your residential heating and air conditioning solutions. Is your AC blowing hot air, or is that your wife? Well, in either case, you better hurry up and call HVAC Residential Basics at 1-888-HOT-AIR. That is 1-888-HOT-AIR. HVAC Residential Basics. We fix air conditioners, not marital relationships.
If it is your wife, though, I would not say it out loud.
Well, it makes for a really funny commercial.
Oh, yes.
And that's right, HVAC. There, put that check in the mail, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Cha-ching.
So, me and the wife were talking, and I was talking to the DoN about this earlier. Let's see what Gypsy says. You know anything about those drones, Gypsy, called the DJI Mavics? Do you know those ones?
I don't know any drones, really.
This drone is one of those ones where the controller actually has its own touch screen on it to where you don't have to hook a cell phone up to it and stuff. And the price is really reasonable. I know they say $1,100 is reasonable compared to what they were last year. Yes. But this one has the return to home function, GPS satellites. I mean, you're not even flying the thing. You're just telling it where to go. And with the way we're riding 4-wheelers and stuff, my wife's like, "Hey, that might be cool." I'm like,
that might be.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
So
you can
it's
even,
one of those. Maybe.
Yeah, you can even pre-program the flight and just turn it on, and it'll.
You can give it waypoints. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
waypoints.
what I can do, the thing you can control it up to 2 miles away. Okay. But the cool thing is, they shoot down weather balloons from.
We just shot one down.
Not my version, because mine legally, the drones that I'm getting, if you get them from the public, they can only go up to 400 feet legally. So I had to take a class last week.
Hey, real quick, Yoda fan, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
But all in all, the wife was on board with it. But my thing is like, it's just hitting the buy button. That's like, I can't do it.
I don't know. I'll do a little research. All
dude,
I do know is I have seen versions from like the $30, $40 version, which is basically just a little remote control plane, to 2,000-3,000. Let's
but like Big E
shoot
said,
down a satellite.
it has the follow me feature on it.
I don't know
It's
how
one of
much
those-
those are done. I don't know. 10,000.
This thing, look, Gypsy, just without the added batteries and stuff that I want to buy, if you get just a drone and the controller, it's like $900. And DJ Mavic, they're up there with the what's the other one? EXO. They're the top 2 drones to get for your daily flyers and stuff. It's okay for people that want to, because a lot of times now realtors hire people with drones to get some footage. But you need a different
drones are being used for everything as far as footage.
Farming, roofing companies use that. So now you don't have to crawl on your roof. They just fly the drone around, and they can zoom the camera in and go, hey, look, these tiles are loose or something,
Yep.
A lot of photographers are changing their whole business just around those instead, the shots that they're getting.
Mm-hmm. I was speaking to Gen X about that. Gen X used to do photography, and he told me if he was still into it, he told me, yeah, that's a good buy. And I told him some of the ideas I want, which I don't want to share here yet. I have some ideas I want to do for the Tribe channel with it. And it's like, he goes, and that's not bad. And I told the wife, she goes, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Nick, I dabbled with a GoPro. I got a knockoff right here. And I really didn't like the footage and how it's always bouncy. You got to put on your helmet. You got to do this. It was just not what I want to do. But the drone is more up the alley of what I want to do.
The drone's totally up in the ante.
Oh, and they're so fun.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could spend so much into those to the point where you have to get an FAA license to fly it.
It depends. The one I'm getting.
Kidding. I'm not kidding.
Because
I'm sure.
What it is, if you get anything,
FCC, all these people, they're like, oh.
If you get 249 grams or less, you don't need a pilot's license or an FAA license. But if you get 250 or higher, you need to pay for your yearly license, because you got to take a class. Like in an area like where I live, there's a no restriction zone where the nuclear power plant is. You can't fly over there.
Yeah.
You got to know where you can fly, because most of the times on your GPSs with the screens, it'll tell you no fly zone, stuff like that.
Okay.
But you're going to have to pay a lot of money to get a good drone that does that.
Right. Well,
yeah. Where I'm at, I couldn't have one of those high ends because I got the airport there, and then of course I got the base right there. So I'm surrounded literally probably on 3.
What base is yours?
Huh?
What base do you work by?
Redstone Arsenal.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, they built around. Well, actually, I think it even goes back as far as the Civil War. But it was a place where they built ammunition. They made ammunition, i.e., arsenal. And and then when the military moved the ammunition manufacture to other places, they turned that place into a testing range. So ammo is made at this factory over here, and then they ship it over here to test fire it, make sure it goes boom, and then they ship it overseas.
Now, what about because you're a contractor, not a GS employee, correct?
Right. Yeah. I'm a defense contractor. Yeah.
Now, are contractors allowed to shop on base now, or have they?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I know GS employees, when I left working on base, they're allowed to buy everything but booze and cigarettes.
Hey, Mr. Rose, what's up? Hey, you got the link if you want to come on up. And by the way, anybody, if you'd like to come up on stream, I welcome it. Email me, let me know. This is much your show as it is everyone's. You got something to share, you like to talk about something, email me and we'll send you the link.
Look at Nick's comment.
Here, pull it
up. She don't play around.
Well, that's the thing. In my area, you got a bunch of them backwoods people, and they will have a shotgun handy.
Yeah, I was gonna say 38. Ooh, she's either a really good marksman or, the shot shell has a 38 little pellets in it. I don't. But yeah, I'm surrounded, so I couldn't have a high-end drone if I even wanted to. And honestly, I wouldn't have one anyway because the airport here is pretty active, and they could, I'm sure depending on its size, but if it's up and it's flying around in a zigzag pattern, I'm sure somebody would pick it up and send someone over to talk to you.
Right. Yeah, you got to watch that. I'm not sure what all the rules, policies, regulations, everything, but yeah.
I'll share you a funny story about this program, when I was working on it. Now, this is an urban legend. So for years, I was trying to find out, hey, is this true? Is this true? Well, the thing is, everybody that I asked, they said, no one said, no, it's not true. But none of them would say, yes, that really happened. So, you know what I mean? Kind of
right.
Plausible deniability. So I think it really happened. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a field technician, and he had one of those systems in the behind the facility, and he inadvertently turned on one of the radio systems. It puts out so much wattage that the Huntsville International Airport lost everything on radar.
Oh.
It's like somebody came in with an electronic warfare system and shut all the radar down. They couldn't read signals. They couldn't read transponders, nothing.
EMP?
No. It's just the wattage. Pure.
No. I don't know if that's what Kenny was looking for.
Yeah. It was broadcasting so much power in that direction, that it just shut everything down. And sure enough, within minutes of that happening, individuals came over to the facility and said, what's going on here? Because they were able to triangulate and see where the source was.
Yeah.
And apparently the technician who did it, it was like it was on, is like, oh, and then turn it back off. So it was only on for just,
so no flights went down or anything.
No. But nothing like that. But it was it's just so strong, and the signal wise, and plus we're so close to the airport that it didn't take much to bleep everything out. So everybody got some remedial training on, don't turn this on.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, Gunny, what's the return policy on those? Maybe you get it and see if you use it, then return it.
You got like 30 days.
Try it out for 30 days then.
Yeah. I mean, can I borrow $1,000 and then we'll go from there?
Sure.
All right. Sure.
Yeah. Hey, ask Nick. She's got a job.
Yeah, that's right. She's got a job now.
Is that to feed her silver walker addiction?
Well, you're going to have to ask her. She won't tell me much.
Hey, Silver Gator, what's going on? Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
For all I know, she could be the manager at the Chick-fil-A. I have no idea what she's doing.
That's true.
Hey, don't make fun of that.
I'm not making fun of that.
She does like Chick-fil-A.
Those things make bank.
Those things?
Yeah, those restaurants, they make bank.
Oh, the restaurants.
Chick-fil-A and they close on Sunday, so you're going to get a day off.
Yeah.
McDonald's, my wife told me, said they tried to make one like theirs. She goes, doesn't even compare.
No.
They did try and make a sandwich, yeah. Out here, if you got a Cane's is doing real good too. Cane's chicken. It's like basically chicken fingers with a Texas toast and everything.
Yes,
they're
sir.
Kind of like the same as
Is that what's that place called in California? Wiener Schnitzel? Is that still around?
Oh, I love Wiener Schnitzel. Yes.
Bro, that place was their shaker fries. Oh, they're good.
I
haven't had the shaker fries.
Was that out by the Marine Corps base?
Wiener Schnitzel? They had a couple down in San Diego, but they're mostly out.
It's a chain out there on the West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it does say it's what hot dogs, hamburgers, fries, mostly chili, shit like that. Stuff like that. Sorry.
Yeah. Pastrami dogs every once in a while.
Were either of you two ever at 29 Palms?
Yeah.
We trained there. I trained there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just curious.
They got what else is on the left coast? They got Jack in the Box.
Yep. Del Taco.
Del Taco is insane for your gut. Dude, that will flush your guts right out.
Del Taco is better than Taco Bell. It's all fresh.
Bro, it kills me every time I eat there. But I went back every time. No, I don't care what happened. I love it.
It's In-N-Out. Chick-fil-A.
Carl's-
Well, Chick-fil-A's
Carl's-
everywhere now.
Carl's
Cane's.
Jr.
I don't know. Shakey's.
We got
If you can
Carl's
find
Jr.
the shit.
too.
What?
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr., but you guys got Hardee's on the East Coast.
Right. I don't go to. I didn't like either one.
Oh, what they call
I didn't- Their food
here
is just.
in-
It's not
they-
good.
was it Rallies? Depending where you are, and
Rallies
here
is
it's
the
called
same as
Checkers.
Yeah,
It's the
and I-
same, but they changed the name.
Bro, that place is not good anymore.
No.
I have to work to buy things I want, stuff I want. Things are expensive. Yeah.
Zaxby's. Look, if you like chicken, all they do is the chicken
Chicken
strips.
fingers. Yeah.
Bro. No, not even chicken fingers. They're the strips like KFC has, but they're 10 times better. They're good and tender.
Oh,
We got a local chain just in Huntsville that does that, and they are so much better than Zaxby's. And the name is escaping me. Tenders. That's the name.
They
They
got
only
a
have
place
like
out.
4 restaurants.
They got a place out here. I think it's only 2 or 3 restaurants. It's called Cluck. I mean, it's the plumpest, best chicken I've ever had, and their sauces are all like handmade. Like the ranch has like dill in it, and like so
I
good.
remember when I was in El Toro in Irvine, they had a place that was called the Claim Jumpers. This restaurant,
Yeah,
bro, the portion size they would
Oh,
give you
yeah,
at that place would knock you out, dude. You order a steak, you get like half a cow, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And the prices, it seems expensive, but when you see the portions, it's really not.
Hey, Spit Paint.
What's
I
up?
haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
they got the motherload cake. It's just like 8-layer cake, 9-layer,
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my. We have and this one's for Nick. There is a chain of it's a like a family owned taco place that got started at the University of Alabama. And it's called Taco Plaza, and they have 4 locations. 3 is in or around the campus of the University of Alabama, and then 1 is fairly close to Birmingham.
Okay.
And the students love eating there, and it's actually known by commentators on ESPN and college, football and all that stuff.
Wow.
So be sure to go in there and get their hot flavored taco. You get either beef, chicken, or fish, and then the salsa they put on it. Oh my god!
Nick says they poison people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whatever.
Must be an Alabama thing.
And then they have Dreamland barbecue, and all they make is ribs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Spare ribs, and that's all they slow cook it, and they have their own homemade. It's kind of like a vinegar based sauce, and that's it. And
I wouldn't mind trying that.
Yeah, I think the only sides you can get is like mac and cheese, collard greens,
Coleslaw?
and green beans.
Oh,
And
no coleslaw.
No, maybe there was coleslaw. I don't remember. All I remember is just like brontosaurus rib, just in your face. You get the sauce all over your, all over, and then they serve. This is kind of funny. In Italian cuisine, they have pesto, and then they kind of bring the Italian kind of hard crust, chewy center bread, and kind of dip it in there. Well, at Dreamland, they bring you out the barbecue, that same barbecue sauce, kind of heated, and then they bring you out like Wonder super nasty white bread, so you can dip it in there. I say Wonder, because that bread, you hold it, it just breaks apart.
Yeah. I used to love that bread as a kid, though. Like
we all did.
Wonder bread. Oh,
yeah, it was great to put peanut butter and jelly on. Yeah.
But anything substantial? No.
You put a little mayo or some ham and cheese on it, forget it. It would it just dissolve.
Spill Paint says Dreamland is fire. Oh, fire? Yeah, fire. I think.
Mm-hmm. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, he lives 30 miles from Birmingham. Okay. Hey, neighbor. I'm up here in Huntsville. So yeah, that's right. We beat Birmingham as the #1 city in the state of Alabama. Hoorah.
The varsity started by the University of Georgia. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Look what Nick
said. I don't know what the varsity is. Is that like a chain or something?
Is it? Is it a restaurant, or is she saying the University of Alabama was started by the?
Uh-oh, getting them started here. Here we go.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know all. I follow
Best food
Alabama
ever.
football, but it's just to the point of just I have to root for some Alabama football team, and you really only have two choices: either Auburn or Alabama. And I just chose Alabama because at the time when I was moving here, that was the year that Nick Saban announced that he was leaving the Miami Dolphins to go coach for Alabama. And so that was my reason. Honestly, that was really the big reason why I decided to root for Alabama, because the Saban.
I like Nick Saban. He's a good coach. Because he LSU, then he went to the Dolphins, failed miserably, and look what he's done to Alabama. Brought him back to the promised land, like who was it? Paul Bear Bryant did back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Pate says roll tide.
Yeah, roll tide. Roll tide. Oh, speaking ESPN years ago, they made a little commercial bit for them, but it was all University of Alabama, and all the different scenes. The only thing that people said was roll tide. You had like congressmen, state senators, and they're, in the Capitol, and they just shook their hands and said, roll tide, roll tide. Police officer pulls this guy over for speeding, right? And the driver, takes the ticket from the officer and looks at him, roll tide. And then the police officer, roll tide. I mean, it's just, that's a lifestyle thing. That was probably the biggest culture shock for me, is to see all that. Because, I follow college football, but whether it's Georgia or Tennessee or what's USC, the Gamecocks,
No,
University of Southern California, the Trojans.
Yeah,
no. Trojans and the Bruins.
Yeah, well, it's just a whole lifestyle thing. Yeah, the SEC, it's crazy.
I'll tell you what,
any of the SEC teams, and it is literally okay. I went to my first game at Tuscaloosa, right? And it was Bama playing, I think it was UTC, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, I think, UTC. I swear to God, people were coming in there dressed like they were going to church.
Wow, it is their church.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I mean, when you got towns that everything closes down on a Friday night, Sunday night, everything, it is their church.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, if you're in North Carolina, where I was when we were in Jacksonville, is where Camp Lejeune is, they have Duke, UNC, and NC State. They're all in the tri-area.
Yep.
And
the triangle. Yep.
Listen, them people are straight up nuts for that basketball program out there.
Oh.
I mean, I come there and they're like, so what team do you like? I'm like, team? Because they didn't know I was from North Carolina. Like, basketball, college. I'm like, why would I watch that? Oh my God. You thought World War III was starting. I don't watch college. I don't watch basketball, period.
Well, I forgot to say, even in some of those states and cities and stuff, it's high school. It's not even the college ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's the high school level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you start kind of stepping away from the major metro areas, it becomes high school. Just like those movies, was it Varsity Blue and Friday Night Lights and Remember the Titans? I mean, it's like high school football is college football.
Is like
is
that
NFL.
Where my wife is from, two of her nephews played up there in Hendersonville. She said they lose their minds over the football up there, the high school football.
Eat, drink, and sleep.
Hey, I don't know, Spill Payne, if you're still on here, what's the name of that high school that's north of Birmingham that you could see from the interstate? I want to say it's like George Washington Carver High School or something. I probably have the name wrong, but I think he knows what I'm talking about. Okay, you could see the high school from the interstate, right? Okay, their football stadium looks like Auburn or Alabama could play there. I'm serious. It's built like that. And this is a high school.
Yeah.
This is the South, so they take football seriously. It is crazy. It is so crazy.
Yeah.
Mr. Veros and Polly Buck are all hungry over some potato chips. Yeah.
Mr. V Rose eats everything, man. What you talking about? You should have seen him at the fun
they're
show when he
talking
was in
about
our
something.
room. When he was in our room, that man can throw down. He was eating. Didn't you see the picture of him eating all the hamburgers? Where's
Yeah. He looked happy too.
that? Kidding me?
A little bit of munchies or something, huh?
That man was in heaven. Look at him. That was just like he grabbed like one of many.
wait. I want to
See,
bring that up.
When you guys were first talking about talking about this, I thought you guys were at White Castle. I thought they were tiny, tiny little White Castle.
No, my
burgers.
wife
I was
made
gonna
those.
say that.
My wife, they gave us a bunch of hamburger meat, and she made a bunch of sliders. Dude, they were perfect.
Oh.
Those look a little bigger than sliders.
No,
Yeah,
they
looks
were
like
they were
White
small ones.
Castle, or what we have here is called Crystals. It's kind of like a White Castle. I don't like it, but
Well, whatever
Yeah.
whatever the lingo is, what you call a slider, we call the small ones like White Castle burgers.
I've never been a fan of White Castle or
No,
Whataburger
these
or
things
any of
were
those
good.
things. Sorry.
But you know what time it is? It's time for me to go in there and watch The Last of Us, man.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's I prefer just to stay on for an hour because it is a school night and everything. So hey, thanks everyone in the chat for being here. Really appreciate it. Let me say one quick thing. And I know Can kind of hints to this, when he's on. There are people in our community that are hurting, about the economy, world events. The point is there's people out there that needs our thoughts and our prayers and our good vibes.
Absolutely.
And everything. So take a moment, during the day or in the evening or before you go to bed or when you get up in the morning or, and just take a few minutes to, either pray or meditate or just kind of clear your mind and think about those people and, get that, the good side of the force towards them, because there's people out there that need that, they need, to kind of share that emotional help. And if you can actually go yourself physically, if you can go out there and help people, do it. You don't have to spend money, spend time. Time is the most I'm losing my train of thought. It's the most valuable commodity we all have.
Yeah,
not the gold, not the silver, not the fancy car. No, it's time, because we all only have so much time on this earth. So when you spend your time, spend that time, as a quality time. So don't worry about so much spending that money. Go out there and reach your hand out to help someone. Whether you see somebody on the side of the road with a flat tire, pull over and help them. At least pull over and ask them, do you need help? Those little things, as the Boy Scouts say, do a good turn daily. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, even like Joe Durbin says, go out there and do something nice for somebody. You never know. It's one of those, you give that person those 5 seconds and tell them, hey, good looking, to some 80-year-old lady. Maybe she's having a down day and you just picked her up and made her feel happy.
Yep.
Something like that.
That's right.
Pay it forward, Dick. That's it. So with that, Belay, I'm going to bounce. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much. As always, Don, thanks for having me up here. And you know my saying, if you ain't having fun, you're doing something wrong. It's Monday. It's a new week. Go out there and kick some ass, everybody. Talk to you soon.
See you later, Guns. Yeah, to go back to what you were saying, someone had posted something earlier today, I believe it was, that they needed their family and friends or someone needed help or just a prayer at least. And, I said prayers, I just said something positive to them. And sometimes it only takes one person. We found out a lot in the Marine Corps that if it would have just only taken one person to ask that person if they were all right, or to give them an ear, give them a hug, a handshake, something maybe, that it probably could have saved their life. We're all going through this right now in some way, shape, or form. If you can help someone else out, just help them out. Like you said, time doesn't cost anything, and it's just sometimes that's all one person might need, So, anyways, be the good wolf. Be good to everyone. Thank you, Don. I'll see you later next time. Out.
Awesome. Well said, gentlemen. Well said. You look at Gunny and you look at Gypsy, and you can tell the brotherhood that Marines have. You know, that's something, you know, that the armed forces does for you. You have a brotherhood, a sisterhood of, you know, of a commonality. Hey, you know, I've been there, I've done that, you know, and it crosses even the branches, you know, whether you're Army or Marine Corps, Air Force, Navy, you know, even the Coast Guard. Hoorah, love those guys. Semper Paratus, was it Semper Paratus? Always ready. Anyway, so thank you to Gunny. Thank you for Gypsy for coming up on panel. Thank you everyone for being here on a Sunday evening. Appreciate you spending quality time here. And with the closing theme, remember the first law of thermodynamics. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, rather it's altered in form. Therefore, transform your energy into a force for good, because everyone here is full of potential energy. It's up to you to turn it into kinetic energy and make a difference.